Hi, welcome to the quick tour of EZBalance baseball lineup software from balancedbaseball.com. EZBalance allows you to create baseball and softball lineups that balance fairness with competitiveness in a fraction of the time that it would take to do them manually. It's a step-by-step process, and the steps are listed across the bottom in these tabs. First, step 1 is filling out your roster information. This only needs to be done once at the beginning of the year, and then from that point you can just do your lineups for every game. You can also copy that information in if you already have that in a spreadsheet. You fill in the hitting and fielding ratings, and you'll see these little pop-up boxes that guide you through the process. Next, we go over to the positions to be fielded section, and you just put an X in any of the positions that your team fields. That is, your league fields. We handle up to 11 positions, and we handle up to 18 roster spots. Fill in the number of innings and the team name. Incidentally, we do up to 9 innings. You'll see throughout the spreadsheets these instructions to help you if you get stuck, and additionally, all of the actions in the spreadsheet are driven by these buttons. So now I'm going to click this button that says Proceed to Batting Order Worksheet. And once I'm at the batting order worksheet, I click Copy Roster to Batting Order. Gives me a little warning to make sure I don't do anything that I don't want to do. And now it's just a simple matter of keying in the batting order. Once I'm done, I click Sort by Batting Order. I'm going to take a second, turn the recorder off, and fill in the rest of the batting order. Now that that's done, I'm going to click Sort by Batting Order again. At this point, I'm ready to copy the batting order to the fielding positions worksheet. By clicking this button, it then brings me to the fielding positions worksheet, and then all I need to do is key these fielding codes in to assign players to positions by inning. I can either key them in, or I can click this little drop-down arrow and just select the positions. I'm going to jump to a spreadsheet that I've already completed. Okay, now that this fielding positions worksheet is completed, I'm going to check to make sure that I've got the proper number of players by inning. And if you should have happened to maybe key an extra catcher in the third inning, you would see that this would show up as red at the bottom. Similarly, if you key in too few players, it will highlight as red down at the bottom also. I'm then going to check the last 2 columns, which give you an idea of fairness of playing time. The second to last column shows the number of innings in the infield pitcher or catcher, that is the action positions, and then the second column shows the number of innings on the bench. Any time you see red, that indicates too few innings. Anytime you see yellow, it's too many innings. So I'm going to rectify this imbalance by taking an inning away from from Jack in the third inning and going to give it to Alan. And similarly, Andrew has only 2 innings in the infield, but he was sitting 2 innings. So I'm going to take this extra inning away from Catherine in left field, and I'm going to assign that to Andrew. Okay, so now I feel good about the fielding positions, but I want to just double check to make sure that I don't have any weaknesses in the field. To do that, I will click this Fielding Visuals button, and this brings up this graphical representation of my fielding by inning. And you'll see that any of the blue is the stronger fielders, the red is the weaker fielders, and it will allow you to see imbalances like in the first inning where I have a very strong first base side and a weak third base side. So I'm going to click this button to take me back to the fielding positions worksheet, and I'm going to fix that situation by changing my shortstop with my second baseman, Catherine. Now I'm going to jump back over to the fielding visuals worksheet by clicking that button, and you see that that imbalance has been rectified. It will also show you if there are innings where we're missing a fielder in a particular position, or a dangerous situation like in the 5th inning where the pitcher is a pretty weak fielder. You may want to change that if you're facing a very good hitting team. This worksheet can also be printed, but for now I'm going to jump back over to the fielding positions worksheet. You can also at any time, even though I've now already filled in the fielding positions, you can click Return to the batting order worksheet, change your batting order, and then go back and resort it, and you will not lose any of this information that you've already created. So at this point, I'm pretty happy with our lineup. I'm now ready to print the lineup cards. You can either print it with only the batting order to be given to the other team, or you can print it with the fielding positions to be used by your team. Incidentally, when that prints, it will not show the fielding rating, so your players never see that information. That's really all there is to it. I think you'll find that it will really save you a lot of time in doing your lineups, and I hope that you give us a try. Please visit us at www.balancedbaseball.com. Thank you.